All right. So, if you are unaware of what's been going on in the channel for the last little bit, I have been preparing for a move. Things were kind of in the air. I was waiting to actually start the move until I had a job. So the placement on exactly when everything would happen was there. We were still wondering exactly when things were going to happen, how they were going to happen, and whatnot. I've been pretty vocal about how I was going to be going on hiatus whenever that starts. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break, have a lot of things to catch up on. So this is just kind of a general update video. Just me and the camera. Unscripted, completely. All I've got are these notes here. It's just bullet points for me to go over, make sure I'm kind of hitting everything that I really want to talk about before I wrap up the video. So, first things first, it's official. I got a job. I got a job in the city I'm moving to. So, my notice has been put in. And over the next 2 weeks, I will be packing and moving on my days off. I basically have 3 days to actually transport the small stuff that I can fit in my car. And then on Sunday, the 24th, I will be renting a U-Haul and moving all of the big stuff out. And hopefully, unless I have to, I just don't have the time or space to take all of my little things, I will be completely moved out of this place. So, for the next 2 weeks, very, very unlikely that there's any content coming out aside from this video. It's going to be a busy time. And as I mentioned, the hiatus, it's going to continue past that. This is just the start. This is the starting point of my break from content creation. Kind of. This is the starting point of my break from Twitch and for a shorter time content creation. But I'll come back to that. So next on my list here is the fact that I got the new job. I got a new job. It is regular Monday to Friday, morning to afternoon hours, meaning that my evenings, for the time being, should be opened up for streams or other content creation. Part of that move in the hiatus is adjusting to my new life schedule. I have to adjust and settle into the new house. I have to figure out exactly how my schedule is going to affect my outside life. I have to figure out my schedule with Dylan and Cosette, who I am moving in with. And, when they are busy, when they are streaming, when they are working or in class, because, they do that remotely sometimes. And speaking of class, I am registered for the spring to begin classes again. How that will affect my work schedule, I don't know. It remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and find out. And how that combination of things will affect my stream schedule, beyond me. We'll figure it out as we go. Right now, first step is this move. So while I adjust to everything in my life here, this will be on hold. Once I am settled in, though, I will not be coming back right away, because beyond that, I want to catch up on my content. And by that, I mean starting off with the highlights. That is probably the quickest and easiest thing that I have to knock out. I'll probably be combining September and October together into a joint video. September and October highlights, because I only streamed a week of October. So I can cram that in, get a slightly longer video than normal, bunch them together. Past that, my Assassin's Creed analysis. I've actually had a couple of questions about that today. Asking, hey, what's the situation on that? I announced this back in March. I didn't start the game until April. And then I played the shit out of the game, got a whole bunch of notes and footage. And when the scripting process started, life got really, really busy. And it's unfortunate that I had to, put it on the back seat. But that's where it's been. That is not canceled. My Assassin's Creed analysis will be coming before I return to Twitch. I will be finishing those highlights and then jumping into full-time. My free time is Assassin's Creed analysis. That means finishing up getting the footage I have, wrapping up all the notes that I want to have on the game, and sitting down and cranking out the rest of that script, because I did already have a starting point. Unfortunately, we'll have to see if that gets completely reworked, because my brain is wired to do everything in one sitting, which means that if my brain flow is broken up by a slight break in the thing, I might not even understand what I'm reading or saying in the script that I have existing. But we'll see. That is just more work on my plate. I will handle that. You guys will get that video before I come back to Twitch. On top of that, I want to get reinstated in social media. That is something that I have been meaning to do, and as my life has gotten increasingly busy, I just threw it out the window. I need to get back into that. Social media is actually really, really important for channel growth, and that road to 100 followers was much faster than the road to 200. And it shows, because right after I hit 100 is whenever I stopped keeping up with social media. And it took a really long time to hit 200. So my intention is, on top of all of this, go through all the footage I have saved and just make social media content. Just make a giant backlog. Huge backlog that I don't even have to think about it. And whenever I put out new content and make more content, hopefully I'll be able to keep on top of it myself. Stay with my schedule so that, I'm not having to go back and scramble and build up and catch up with the backlog, but just get a few clips, toss it into the backlog so that it'll eventually go out. That being said, I don't intend on doing daily video uploads like I was doing when I was active on Instagram. For example, on Instagram, when I was active on there, I was doing every single day, and that is extremely difficult to keep up with. So what I'll probably be doing is doing a few times a week, and then the other days, with Instagram specifically, posting pictures or updates or whatever else, different teasers and stuff like that for bigger content that I'm doing. I think that'd be the smarter thing and helps with extending the usefulness of that backlog. In terms of Twitter, I have to get active on that again, but that can be anything. I can literally post about whatever the hell I want. It doesn't matter. And then TikTok, I have to get serious about my TikTok. I literally only have like 4 videos on that, if that. I have to get serious about that. So social media, I also intend on making a backlog and catching up before I come back to Twitch. And then the final thing before I come back to Twitch on my checklist here is upgrading the channel. I have been very vocal about wanting to get more emotes, bring all of the common emotes, the tier 1 stuff that are now in my tier 1 slots, down to the follower emotes. Get my game specific emotes, put them into the tier subs and stuff like that. I want to do that. I want to revamp the channel point rewards that I have. I was miserable with the ones that I had at the time of recording. I want to upgrade the layout, the art, and all of that, so it's not some generic crap. I want to assemble a proper playlist for streams. A whole bunch of stuff, man. I want to get a whole bunch of stuff revamped, ready to go. I want the channel to be a new channel for the viewers to come back to, existing viewers to come back to, and if the social media revitalization and the Assassin's Creed analysis bring in new viewers, an upgraded and new channel for them to come back to. By extension, I want to upgrade my Discord. I actually didn't write a note on that, but I just remember that now because I have Discord up on the other screen here. I wanted to revamp that when the Assassin's Creed video came out. make it a little bit more user friendly, make it fun for everyone, and have it a place where you can actively interact with each other and with me. So that is there. So, to recap, once I have settled into my home, settled into a new job, and figured out my work schedule and life schedule, and caught up on all content, being the highlights, the analysis, and the social media backlog, and I have upgraded the channel as a whole, I will come back to Twitch and begin a new regular streaming schedule. Hopefully this can be done quick. Hopefully this can be done mid to late November. No promises. Things get so busy. Things take time. That being said, I'm not gonna... By hiatus, I don't want to say I'm fully stepping back from Twitch and you won't see me again until I finish my checklist. My Discord, I will be active in that as best as I can, to the best of my ability, but busy times may limit how often I'm interacting there. As well as any future event streams, if that's a good word for it. You guys know I recently hit the 200 follower mark, and I announced we're playing the GeForce game. Dylan and I are going to be playing the GeForce video game on stream in one sitting. It's just going to be sit down, play start to finish, and when we're done, we're done. Lots of goofs and gaps with a probably really bad video game. I don't know. So we'll see. If we have the free time and my checklist isn't done, I will announce that, hey, we are having our 200 follower event stream on this day. If we decide to do any other specific streams or I just have a free day and I really just want to sit down and interact with you guys, I'll make an announcement saying, hey, I'll make today an exception. Let's just sit down, hang out, play a game. And that's probably it. I don't expect more than 2 or 3 streams in the time that I'm taking care of business here. And I guess the last thing to mention is future projects. None are specifically planned. Andres and I are working on something big, but that is long in the making. That being said, I feel like we recently hit kind of a stride in the direction that we want to take this project, I guess is the best way you can put it. So we'll make a proper announcement whenever we're at a point that we're ready to announce it. I just said we'll announce it when we want to. We'll announce it when we feel it's at a good place to be public. But more than likely, we will be working on that during my hiatus and getting that stuff done so that we have more great new content for you guys. Because this one is huge. This project is massive. I'm really, really excited for it. Like, genuinely, this is, aside from the analysis, is one of the biggest and most exciting projects that I've worked on in terms of content creation. I'm beyond stoked for this thing, and I know that you guys will like it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've hit everything I want to say. Thanks again, guys, for your support. I've been pretty vocal about, the process and the fact that at some point I just don't know when a hiatus will be starting. But this weekend that I went out of town, it was for the job interview. I filled out all the necessary paperwork and everything, and I am onboarded onto the job. I had to do a little bit of work on the house. We finally installed a washer and dryer. We get to do laundry in our own house instead of the coin laundry around the corner or borrowing a friend's machine. So yeah, setup stuff has been in the works, but it is official. Sickly Tortoise is officially on hiatus. So thank you guys again for all your crazy, crazy support. I super, super appreciate you guys. I love each and every one of you. I'll be in the Discord. I'll put a link to the Discord in the description. So if there's anybody who, for whatever reason, is watching this video and not in the Discord and wants to join in, you absolutely can. I'll be there for the next little bit. But, yeah. That's going to do it for me, guys. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you hopefully soon. And things are going to be bigger and better than ever. Thanks, guys.